Liverpool transfer boost as previously impossible £69 million deal for Firmino replacement now possible. It will now be possible for Liverpool to buy Tchouameni from Real Madrid this summer, according to reports in Spain. The Reds brought in Alexis McAllister and Dominic Zobaggio from Brighton and RB Leipzig, respectively, after Jurgen Klopp saw James Milner, Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain leave on free transfers. But unexpected interest in a number of their players from Saudi Arabia has seen Jordan Henderson and Fabinho move to the Middle East, leaving Jurgen Klopp to search for another couple of midfielders. Romeo Lavia seems to be in his top target to fill one of the places in his squad, with Liverpool having their latest offer for the Southampton midfielder turned down as the Saints hold out for the £50 million valuation. And a move for long-term target Tchouameni could now be on the cards this summer, and Spanish publications Nacional insisting that the impossible sale is now possible at Real Madrid. Los Blancos now have an obligation to sell some of their squad players, with the Spaniards needing to leave income in the coffers for possible purchase of Kylian Mbappe. The report adds that among the candidates to pack their bags and be the sacrifice is France international Tchouameni, despite being in Carlo Ancelotti's plans. It is understood that the reality is that he is a totally expendable piece, with Real Madrid boosting their midfield ranks this summer. And the La Liga giants will open the doors to him in case a sufficiently attractive offer arrives, and they will not sit down to negotiate for a figure of less than £8 million. Tchouameni's two options are Liverpool and Bayern Munich, and the Reds, who have thought of him as Fabinho's success, are set to present a formal offer to Madrid really soon. There has been quite a bit of change at Liverpool this summer, but former winger Steven McManaman reckons Klopp's side can challenge for the Premier League title this season. I believe Liverpool could challenge, McManaman told Betfred. If you go back to last season, they were full of injuries for a large period of the campaign, which was very disappointing, but they finished the season off very well and in good form, so I don't see why they can't challenge. The forward line should be a lot of fitter next season, with Luis Diaz and Diego Jota both being back from injury, and expect Darwin Núñez to improve as well. The main thing for Liverpool is keeping their key players fit, as the injuries in the early part of last season really affected them, and you can't have that if you are attempting to mount a title challenge. I can see Liverpool challenging, and by looking at other clubs' transfer business at the minute, you would expect Arsenal to have a go as well. They have brought in Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Jurrien Timber, three positions that they needed to strengthen in this summer, and they have got their business done early. You don't know what has happened at Chelsea, and despite the appointment of wonderful manager Mauricio Pochettino, with the merry-go-around of players coming in and going out, it just has to cause disruption. Manchester United have bought Mason Mount in, but we're all waiting to see if they buy striker and goalkeeper. Before we can predict who's going to challenge for the title, we need to see what all the clubs do transfer-wise between now and the start of the season, as we can only take things on face value at the moment. Liverpool have already brought in 2 midfielders, and we know Trek Arnold Alexander can play there too, so they could potentially bring in another right back this summer as well. Manchester City and Arsenal look as if they are the two most stable teams at the moment. They are the two clubs with least to answer at this moment in time. Despite the links with Colwill persisting throughout most of the summer, Liverpool were also going to find it tough to sign him from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano had claimed that the Blues wouldn't want to sell the defender to a direct domestic rival, and once Wesley Fofana suffered a cruciate ligament injury a couple of weeks ago, it seemed inevitable that Pochettino would be intent on not losing another centre-back. It will come as a blow to the Reds that the 20-year-old proved unattainable, as he would have ticked numerous boxes for Jurgen Klopp. Aside from his vast scope for further growth at such a young age, he would have helped towards Liverpool's homegrown quota, while also giving them the left-footed central defensive option they are currently lacking. That is not to mention his tremendous displays on loan at Brighton and in England's European Under-21 triumph last month, which saw him named in UEFA's team of the tournament. Alas, with Chelsea now set to tie down Colwill until 2029, the Reds will need to move on from him and focus their efforts elsewhere if they are intent on strengthening Klopp's defense during the final 31 days of the transfer window.